Good morning, YouTube. This is Mike, the Okie entrepreneur, coming at you on a beautiful, cool, crispy Oklahoma Thursday morning. Before we get started, so if you don't mind, do me a favor and like this video and subscribe to the channel. So I was reading Forbes this morning talking about what to do with your cash. These times are kind of crazy right now. The market's going up and down by thousands of points. Interest rates are going up. Inflation, according to some, is going to stay high. According to others, is topped out and should be heading down. But there was an interesting data point I saw this morning, and the S&P since the first of the year is down 22.47%. The S&P is a good benchmark for your 401k because it has, unlike the Dow, a lot of companies averaged in. And if you're like me, this 22.47 correlates real closely with what my 401k has done. So, I talk a lot about real estate and some other things, but this morning I want to talk about other ways to utilize your cash, especially in these kinds of circumstances. So, and I know this is an important number, but I want to think about the date. So that was from December 31st of last year. So one thing I found this spring when I was looking for how to hedge cash in an inflationary period was through treasurydirect.org, I believe, is I-bonds. I-bonds are offered by the government. They're fully insured for an inflation hedge. The rate is set every 6 months, and the latest rate has been, the latest two, I believe, has really skyrocketed because it tracks with interest rates. Currently, it's at 9.62%, and they are going to release the next rate, I believe, October 28th. So if you're thinking about, if you have cash on the side, you've gotten out of the market, you're just waiting for things to settle down. So these mature in a year. But if you would have done it, I believe the last one was 7.8. So if you would have done it last year, you would have 7 or 8% positive. Look how far you are ahead compared to other people if they put their cash in the market. Now this isn't everybody. Some people are. There have been some winners lately, but not in tech. So the big drawback, according to everybody that I've watched on YouTube, is they really limit the amount of money you can put into these bonds. And I believe it's $10,000, but that's for yourself. If you want to buy bonds as presents or in the name as a gift for family members, I believe you can do that. But all the information is on treasurydirect.org. I've got on there, created my username. It's real easy to get through. You don't do paper bonds anymore. It's all online. But $10,000 at a 9.62%, if you have it sitting around, if you have it in a bank, you're getting killed on inflation. So at 9.62, you're beating inflation for this entire year. So October 28th, they are going to change the rates. Some people say they're actually going to go down. Now, this is a forecast done by the Treasury Department. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with this rate. If it stays the same or goes up a little bit, they know inflation is going to get worse or stick around. So if it goes down, I think they're seeing the numbers as it's improving. Now, you got to remember, the Treasury Department is getting information fed to them all the time that we don't. So I feel inflation is probably going to stay the same, and if the interest rate ain't going to change much. So it's a good way to, if you have some cash sitting on the sidelines and you don't need it for anything, no emergencies, you don't want to do any investing, might go check it out. And the other thing I want to talk about is this spring I kind of talked to a friend of mine at work, and he does options trading. So, as an entrepreneur, you need to look for other areas of a cash flow or a revenue stream. And trading in puts and covered calls and stuff like that. It's really interesting. There's a lot of information on YouTube of how to do it. So my suggestion is look at a lot of different videos. You can get a lot of videos are produced by the trading platforms like Ameritrade and stuff like that. They have platforms that it's free to trade. It's great. So my suggestion is, and this is something I found, but I'm out of the market, is Ford. Ford is, if you look at the numbers, one of the most option traded companies out there, and for a couple of good reasons. One is they're not very volatile compared to a tech stock like Tesla. Ford is pretty even. I mean, it's been around forever. Ford's not going anywhere. They're a solid company. They got good fundamentals, and they're affordable. I think I was doing options when they were under 10. I think they're 12 or 13 right now. That's $2. That's nothing. Some of the tech stocks, they'll swing $2 in 10 minutes during a trading day. And another great thing is they have a dividend payment. So if you're really heavy into Ford and you get assigned the stock, be okay with owning it. And I was, because at the end of the day, if it's staying above your cost basis, which it should, because it doesn't really swing, is you're going to get a dividend. You're going to get a dividend in a really solid company that is starting to get into the EV market. And so tell me down below, leave a comment. How do you feel about options trading? Have you tried it? Have you thought about it? Are you doing it right now? What are your favorite companies? What do you look for? Also, are you into bonds, interest bonds, tips, T-bills, and stuff like that? Where do you see you doing the best in these times with what you have? Because you have to it's not a one-trick pony in this economy anymore. So real estate's been really good. If you have a job with a good 401k and a match, that's a great option for you for a revenue stream later on. So just let me know below, and have a nice day, and go find your next deal.